Let's see. Let's talk about this one because I was excited to see this announcement. Yesterday, they announced. So I told you guys one of my favorite experiences ever was being proven wrong, thinking that there was going to be a toxic fan base attacking me because I didn't love their beloved or I didn't know their beloved thing. And I was going in as kind of a noob and that people were going to give me shit for it. So here we go. And that was when I was doing the One Piece reactions. And turned out to be the exact opposite. Turned out to be the exact opposite. They were the most loving, wonderful fan base that I have ever encountered in this space since I've been doing it. Love it. So I was excited to react to that entire series, and it made me say I'm definitely going to be reacting to the second one for sure. And what a cast they've got so far. And Joe Manganiello's coming in, and so they announced something yesterday that I thought was pretty great, and I'm always rooting for this kid. Had the opportunity to. I started interviewing him. He just turned 17 years old, and now Xolo Mariduena has landed a key One Piece role. Xolo has landed one of the biggest roles in the live-action adaptation of One Piece to date in the Pirate Fantasy Adventures third season. Mariduena is set to portray Portgas the Ace. Ace is a high-ranking member of a powerful pirate crew and an eater of a fire devil fruit. He also has deep ties to Monkey D. Luffy's past and becomes a very pivotal character in the seasons to come. Mariduena has long been fan cast in the role, so the casting comes as little surprise. Character is known for his shredded body, which is often on display, as his outfit generally consists of dark shorts and boots, a bright orange hat, and little else, bar some accoutrement. He marks the second major new casting for the show's third season, following Cole Escola being cast as a flamboyant pirate, Bon Clay. Production on the third season will begin by the end of this month in Cape Town, South Africa. Second season is set to air on March 10th, 2026. I love this. Look, I don't know. I'm not going to, like I said, no, One Piece was not a video game. It was a manga or something, wasn't it? No, it was anime. Right? Yeah, it was anime. So I don't know enough about it. This casting, other than they said, and it's been heavily fan casted that they wanted him. The other side of it is that he there's a reason, like I told you, when I first interviewed him back in, I think it was 2018, when he came into Collider, we sat down for, it was when I was doing the one-on-one with Kristian Harloff show. And I just knew just hearing him and the way that he talked and the way that he talked about his family and everything else, I was like, okay, this is someone who's going to have a longer career if he keeps this mindset. And he sure did. He kept the mindset. He kept it the way, he kept himself grounded. He continued to go do his work. Cobra Kai, he shined. I was able to, again, watching him grow up, interviewing him more, having more conversations with him, watching him just mature in life and listening to him. And he kept that mindset. And people like working with him. People like rooting for him. And then everybody will tell you this, whether you like the movie or didn't like Blue Beetle, everybody said, yeah, but he was great. He's just so damn likable. I didn't love the movie, but he was great. I love the movie. He made it shine. He's and the same thing. There's a reason why they haven't said, well, we're not continuing on with Blue Beetle in the DCU, because you want to work with this kid. And so to get him in this role, especially when the fan, it's one of these things. Look, here's a perfect example of a smaller scale. I told you I'm working on my pilot. So, and I had mentioned probably a month or so back, we started talking about some of the, you guys don't know all the roles yet, but you still were so wonderful in throwing out certain names. And I kind of gave a little brief characteristic of one of the characters and saying, well, I need someone like this. And then somebody started throwing all these names in there. I'm like, oh yeah, that would be great, because it does. If you throw it out there and someone says, oh, Xolo Mariduena would be perfect for this, and then the producer's like, yeah, he would be great. We got to get him in there to read. He'd be perfect. They probably thought about him. Maybe they didn't think about him, but because of that, it helps. So I really do believe that he's going to nail this. I can't wait to see this show. I mean, I'm such a fan of it now that I'm like anticipating. I'm like, when is it? So having him in there, Joe Manganiello in there, I mean, this is a cool cast. I'm pumped. And I don't know anything about the characters. I don't know anything about them. I didn't watch the anime stuff, so I don't, and I don't want to. I want to be surprised watching it. Well, what do you guys think? Do you like this casting? Do you think that it's, if you were a One Piece anime fan and you know the character, did you think this was a good choice? I'd love to get your thoughts. Put your thoughts in there. Let me know exactly what you think. Since I started doing this show, I really have been introduced some brands that just really fit what I'm looking for in my lifestyle. And nothing could be more true than that with Factor. Oh, I love Factor. It's so good. It's not the easiest to try to find times to cook. That's why I love Factor. They have the chef prepped, they have the dietitian approved meals. It makes it so easy to stay on track and enjoy something comforting and delicious, no matter how hectic the season is going to get. So there's more variety. There's more meals. You can choose from a wider selection of weekly meal options, including premium seafood choices like salmon and shrimp. That's what I get, to be honest with you. No extra cost. You can support your wellness goals, even more GLP-1 friendly meals and new Mediterranean diet options packed with protein and good for you fats. For the first time ever, try Asian-inspired meals with bold flavors. It's influenced by China, Thailand, and more. There's more choices, better nutrition, and that is why 97% of customers say that Factor helped them live a healthier life. You can feel the difference no matter your routine. I love it. You should love it too. It's been so helpful for me, especially when I'm getting back from the gym. Like, I got to eat something good. Factor says, here you go. So you eat smart at factormeals.com/Christian50 off. You got to use that code Christian50 off. You get 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. Do you hear that? I'm going to tell you again. That's code Christian50 off at factormeals.com. 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. You get delicious, ready-to-eat meals delivered with Factor. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with the code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. Factor! It's so delicious. It's delicious.